Well,
Yeah.
what is up, YouTube? Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. We are glad that you guys are with us this evening. Uh, it's just gonna be us tonight. It's gonna be myself and Mike. So we're actually about to get started here in just a little bit. So give us 1 second.
I'm gonna post
Oh shit!
here.
Come on, come on, come on.
Let me.
There we go. What? I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, for some reason my hang on.
Dig- Mike, can you see me? You good?
I could see you. I'm all good now.
All right, good. Music is running a little slow.
Hmm.
I'm trying to pull something up real quick.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I found the one of my dad's on. Wait, how's this go again? That was weird. Why is it playing on? Ah, that's
Hmm.
all right, Mike, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay, why are you not what? Okay. That's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. What is going on, everybody, and welcome. We do have a great show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. We have Ride of the Week, and we will wrap everything up tonight with Mike's Munchies. So, welcome to the show, everybody. You guys can follow us on all social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube, which we do go live every Wednesday evening around 9 p.m. Just look us up. It's Remy's Roundtable. We'll come right up on your social media platforms, and that is how you guys can enjoy the program. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Remy, and with me tonight is my dangerous co-host, our foodie this evening. We have King Mike with us. Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. And also doing with having to work a closing shift and then having to open tomorrow at 6 a.m. So yeah, I'm not gonna get. Hopefully, I can get enough sleep tonight.
You will, you will. So earlier today, I went to the Magic Kingdom.
Mm.
Space Mountain was closed. It was down for pretty much, and I got there around 12, 1 o'clock today, this afternoon.
Oh,
And I walked around a little bit. I did, I only walked 3 miles at Magic Kingdom. That was it, 3 miles. Okay.
hmm.
I, the first thing
That
I
is
did,
that's light.
it was like because it was all these damn wait times. I mean, People Mover was at a 50-minute wait. The Haunted Mansion was at a 90-minute wait.
Yeah, I know this week has been crazy. So my 100 minutes was a 90-minute wait. What else was that a long wait?
Tron Light Cycle Run was at a 170 today.
They 170.
170.
Yeah, Jesus. That's over that's almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours. Yeah. The only shortest wait time today when I was there
Hmm.
was the People Move. I'm sorry, not the People Mover. The Carousel of Progress. That was the only shortest wait time. That was only a 20-minute wait. So
Yeah,
I'm like, you
that
know
one I
what?
could figure.
Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother going on, you know, I'm not even gonna bother going on it today. So I skipped all those rides. Every single one I skipped because I don't want to wait in those long ass lines. And it was a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, dude. These lines shouldn't be that long. You know,
Mhm.
uh, it was that bad. So I got pissed, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back out to the front. I went back on Main Street. I found a nice little bench. I sat down and I watched the festival parade, the fantasy festival parade at the Magic Kingdom. So I watched that and then I'm like, you know what? I got nothing else to do before the podcast. Let me go ahead and go to the Grand Floridian Resort. So I went to the Grand Floridian, walked around, saw my good friend Jeremy, who was playing the piano in the main lobby.
Oh, that's I saw that.
It was cool. It was actually a really cool thing seeing him out there. And believe it or not, Mike, I actually stopped by and I saw the brand new bar that is now open at the Grand Floridian. Now I will get into that because, Mike, I have the menu right here.
Okay, so what's the bar called again?
I believe it's called the Bird Cage Bar. And Mike, look what I have in my hand, buddy.
Oh my God.
I have the menu.
Oh, the perch.
The perch is not open yet. The perch is not open. Well, I will get into that during.
Actually, it is open.
Okay, so that was the bar I went to today.
Yeah.
So I will get into that later on this evening because, my friend, that is what we are going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about. Dang, I gotta fix my freaking camera. God dang it.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that today in regards to this
Oh shit.
in regards to theme park updates.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that tonight during the latest theme park updates. And yeah, dude, it's I mean the menu that I just showed you, that is God, how am I gonna do this?
Hmm. Yeah, well, that should be good. Um, so, oh yeah, I'm looking
There we
at
go.
this. This looks so interesting, some of the stuff in here. But I should tell you, my both a lot of Disney things happened this week. So both
God.
one of my friends who work with actually went to Disney. Now they didn't go to Epcot because he was going with his kids and well, not his wife, but his the mother of his kids. Essentially, they never got married. Uh, but I know him and I know his the mama of their kids because I both went to school with them.
Okay.
Um, and as for the and as for my oldest brother who's in right now and he's leaving tomorrow, he went to Disney this week. He was at Magic Kingdom. He didn't get to go on Tron Light Cycle Run because the wait was too long. Just like you, he didn't wait. He wanted to go on everything else.
Wait, your brother was out there today and you didn't tell me?
No,
I
no,
could.
he wasn't out there today. He was out.
Oh,
He went out. He before he came here, so it was last week, but end of last week, he went there, and my friend just came back from Disney. He was. I don't know if he was there yesterday or not, but he was. He went to. He went to. The parts that he went to was Animal Kingdom, uh, Magic Kingdom, and the Hollywood Studios. And I told him, why don't you go to Epcot? He goes like, well, we were going to, but the problem was, is like, Epcot's like the is the adult park.
yes it is. But
I mean, there's stuff there for kids, but
the
uh,
the only thing there for kids, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, is the Encanto show. That's the music been playing for Encanto, uh,
the
Spaceship Earth, and well, let's see, Turtle Talk with Crush, Finding
oh,
Nemo.
and also some of the rides at the and also three of the rides at the Underwood Showcase, the Three Caballeros,
Oh
Ever
yeah,
After, Frozen Ever After, and Ratatouille.
that's it. Those are pretty much all the rides that the kids can go on.
Yeah, I mean they could. I don't think his kids would are able to go on right at least right now, able to go on Cosmic Rewind or well Test Track is Test Track open yet again or
Yeah, test track is open. It's open. It's going
yeah.
smoothly. Which, speaking about test track, we will be talking about test track tonight on Ride of the Week because I made a mistake. We did not even do the whole story, the whole background on test track. I made a mistake.
Or you can talk about the third 3.0.
So we are going to talk about test track tonight on Ride of the Week.
Good question. Are you specifically picking one specific one or are you going to talk about all three versions of it?
All of it.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I was going to say because you can't like picking just one thing. It's like it's the same ride, but you got to talk about all the different changes it's gone through.
Mike, you are having an ice cold beer right now. What are you drinking?
It's not beer, it's soda.
Okay,
I'm not sure
well, you're having a soda, but you know what? Would you like to know what today is?
what is.
Today is National Happy Hour Day.
Unfortunately, I was working during happy hours,
I
so
know. and
I.
also and also today is a National Chicken Soup Day.
Ooh,
I know. I love a good chicken noodle soup. I love the homemade kind or the one from Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Uh,
yeah. I would
have
say I'm not a big Campbell's thing. I got my own. I like. I got ones that I like prefer, but I will say. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw, but the chocolate taco is in right now.
Yay, Choco Taco.
Yeah, well, it's called the taco latte.
Oh, the Choco Latte. Where
Taco
is it?
latte. So it's on Salted Straw. It's at Salted Straw. They basically Salted Straw partnered with
Oh yeah.
yeah, they partnered with what's it called Taco Bell to make this one. So it's a little bit of a different one as it's got a mango, jalapeno, and wildberry cinnamon sauce. It's got
Whoa.
crunchy, yeah, it's got cinnamon ancho ice cream. So it's a little bit of a more spicier one.
It's a spicier one.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's got, like I said, it's got cinnamon ancho ice cream, and it's got a mango jalapeno and wildberry cinnamon sauce, so it's got a little bit of a kick. Gotta actually wait till tomorrow to go because I'm gonna hang out with a friend tomorrow and see if they want to go in on it and split some. Like three ways, get two taco latte because you get six. Because when you order them online, you get six of them, but they're $65. So each one is like $10.
I would do it. I would split it with you. I would.
Yeah, yeah, I would, but the problem is, I have to, it has to be set to one location, and
Send it to me, buddy. Send it to
I
me.
can't. Well, you could buy it yourself. It's on. If you look up salted straw taco latte, you should be able to get it.
Okay, it's the salt and straw. Cool. All right, Mike, let's go ahead and get into it, man. It is now time for the latest theme park updates. We are starting out over at the Magic Kingdom. The holiday spirit is in full swing at Magic Kingdom with the return of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And this year, there's a brand new reason to be jolly. For the first time ever, Minnie Mouse is joining Mickey Mouse for a dual meet and greet experience inside the Town Square Theater on Main Street, USA. Guests attending the party will not only meet both Mickey and Minnie together in their festive attire, but will also receive a special commemorative autograph and exclusive to this event. The party runs on select nights from November 7th through December 21st. Guests can also look forward to the return of Mickey's most merriest celebration, a dazzling castle stage show featuring Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends singing and dancing to beloved holiday songs. This spectacular performance lights up Cinderella Castle at 7:40 p.m., 9:25 p.m., 10:35 p.m., and 11:55 p.m., giving guests multiple chances to enjoy the festive magic throughout the evening. Between the music, costumes, and castle projections, it's one of the most spirited shows you'll see all season.
That's
Um,
good.
Meanwhile, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade is continuing its daytime performances this week for a special reason. ABC is filming its annual Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, which will mark the special's 40th anniversary this year. Damn, they've been doing that parade for 40 years?
Yeah.
Wow. The parade featuring a host of Disney favorites and holiday floats begins in Frontierland and makes its way down to Main Street, USA. Performances takes place at 8:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. Though daytime recordings have been happening as early as 2 p.m. for the TV special. The banners along the route even read Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, adding to the sense of excitement for both guests and viewers at home. But that's not the only character making headlines at the Magic Kingdom. Jack Skellington is back for another year of holiday mischief. And this time, he's debuting a brand new Sandy Claus inspired by The Nightmare Before Christmas. Guests can meet
Mm.
guests can meet Jack and Sally in the Town Square Theater right next door to Mickey and Minnie. So yeah, he's back. Now, Mike, when I was also in the Magic Kingdom earlier today, I stopped by the new drink stand, the new Astro Fizz stand.
Ooh.
So check this out, dude. Tomorrowland is bubbling with excitement over the official opening of Astro Fizz, the newly rebranded snack location formerly known as Cool Ship. Astro Fizz features a futuristic new look and a menu inspired by space age flavors. The highlight the highlight treat is the cherry cola churro, rolled in cherry sugar, drizzled with Coca-Cola cherry icing, and topped with cherry popping candies, which is Pop Rocks. How much is that?
7.49.
Yes, sir.
And
Seven
that's not even and
fine.
that's not even the most expensive thing there.
I know, and I'm about to get into that. So the other offerings include popcorn, cinnamon glazed nuts, cotton candy, ice cream, and frozen slushies in Coca-Cola and Fanta flavors. Prices range from $4.25 for a bottle of water,
Yeah.
$14.
Now, mind you, actually, in that case, so the $14, what is that, Remy?
Oh, it's for a souvenir popcorn bucket refill.
Yeah, well, no, actually, that's just for the popcorn in a refillable souvenir bucket. The popcorn refill bucket, to refill it, which is valid on how long you stay, the valid length of your stay there, is 249 actually that for that one.
Okay.
So
I can spend $3 on that. That's not bad for a refill.
yeah, but you have to buy you have to buy the souvenir popcorn, so it's 14.29, and then you get like 250 for. But
So
yeah,
so altogether you're spending $17 for popcorn.
essentially, yeah. That is if you get that is if you get at least that is if you only get one refill. Some people can get
Right,
more.
right.
If you get more than one, you're getting about getting close to $17. Well, tax too. I forget.
You see, you gotta do the tax, man, because Disney loves to tax people at their theme parks.
About that, well, Florida in general, because they're the ones who are in charge of that.
Right. Storybook Circus will also be undergoing a major facelift early next year. Pete's Silly Sideshow will close for refurbishment beginning on January 5th, 2026, and is expected to reopen in summer of 2026. Big Top Souvenirs will temporarily close in February of 2026, reopening later in the year. During these refurbishments, characters like Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Goofy, and Minnie Mouse will continue to roam Storybook Circus for meet and greets to keep the magic alive. And also the whimsical Smellephants on Parade, not elephants, but the Smellephants on Parade will remain open for guests to enjoy throughout the construction period. Over at Epcot, that's right, the creative energy is already building for the 2026 Epcot International Festival of the Arts, or as we know it as FARTS.
Hmm.
FART. FART. Which Disney has officially announced will run from January 16th through February 23rd, 2026. So that's the date. This upcoming festival will also feature a major first. Disney Lorcana will be there. That's right,
Oh,
the card game Lorcana. So
really? How is that going to make a physical appearance? It's a card.
I know it's a card, but I'm saying there's gonna be a whole section. It's just gonna be basically based on Lorcana, just on just on uh the art displays. So people who actually created the game are gonna be there.
Mm.
The artists who actually designed these cards. Because if you think about it, Mike, it's International Festival of the Arts. And you gotta admit, some of these cards on the Lorcana game,
Yeah.
they're pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they are.
Also, as always, the Disney on Broadway concert series will return as part of the Festival of the Arts, bringing in powerhouse performers from beloved Disney musicals. Fans can catch performances by Isabella McCalla and Adam Jacobs from Aladdin, Sierra Bogus and Michael James Scott from The Little Mermaid and also Aladdin, Anastasia McCliskey and Josh Strickland from Tarzan, Mandy Gonzalez, Kissy Simmons from uh, Ada and The Lion King, Later dates will feature Ashley Brown from Mary Poppins, Ansley Mellum from Aladdin, and the legendary Susan Egan from Beauty and the Beast, and
Hmm.
also from Hercules. Yes, we're inviting Megara to perform during the Festival of the Arts at Epcot, Miss Susan Egan. So you bet your ass I will go see her at Epcot next year during the Festival of the Arts.
That's good. I would
All
be
right,
there.
we do have some Disney Resort news. All right. At the resort level, Disney continues to focus on enhancing the guest experience at its flagship property, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. Refurbishment efforts are ongoing and will continue in select areas through mid 2026. Guests may see or hear daytime construction, but Disney assures that efforts will be made to minimize disruptions. The majority of the resort's pools, restaurants, and amenities will remain open throughout the process. Unfortunately, one beloved holiday tradition won't be returning this year. The Grand Floridian gingerbread house display will not be available during the 2025 holiday season due to the renovations. How-
Aw.
However, guests can look forward to something new. The resort's stylish new lounge, The Perch, has officially opened, offering a modern yet cozy space for guests to relax and unwind. In addition, Disney has announced that the Garden View Lounge, famous for its elegant afternoon tea service, will reopen in early of next year after a lengthy refurbishment. This this return will bring back one of the resort's most iconic experiences, beloved by longtime Disney guests. Now, Mike, I showed you the menu earlier about the perch, and I do have it in my hand because when I was at the Grand Floridian, I have the menu from the perch. So, they have cocktails, wine, beer, and non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, I saw
For
that.
for the cocktails, they have this drink called Floridian 75.
I see that.
Ford's, I'm sorry, let's see if read that right. Yeah, Ford,
Ford's gin.
Ford Ben, Florida citrus, cordell, and lemon topped with Tatangira La Francaise Brut Champagne. $22.
Now that does it seems like it's pricey, but it's actually that's actually a correct price because Floridian because Ford's gin some of that stuff is really expensive, especially that brut champagne.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have like, so for the wines, they have
Oh, you didn't talk about the other cocktail.
no, I'm not. So for the wines, they have wines from France, Spain, New Zealand, California, Argentina. So these are
Yeah,
these are pricey wines. I mean, it's your basic, your sparkling wines, your red and white wines. But the most expensive wine on here that I'm looking at, it's going to be the Schweiger Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon,
that's
and
not the
that's
most expensive.
yes, it is. Because look, Napa Valley, California is $30 a glass. But if you want the
No,
entire,
there's one more up there that you didn't say. Oh, right, that's not it because it is a wine.
yeah. So look, it's a red wine. It's $30. It's $30 a glass, and
29, 29.
plus tax. Mike, come on, you gotta think about the tax.
Okay.
So, and it's $115 bottle.
Okay, but there's one that you forgot about that's up there. Mind you, you probably wouldn't consider it a wine because it's
Ah, the sparkling champagne from France.
the one that's in the
$32.
Floridian
Yeah.
75, $32 a glass. So and $126 for a bottle of it. Mind
Yeah,
you,
no,
yes, it
no, thank
is
you.
mind you, it is champagne, so that's probably why you didn't think about it because some people like to distinct champagne from wine, but the champagne's sparkling wine.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they have a couple of my favorite beers here. I mean, they have Funky Buddha and the High Life. So that's another place where you can go get your IPA. If you want a nice IPA, you can go to the Perch, which will get your High Life, and you can buy that for $12. That's actually a not bad. That is a steal. So that's good. I can buy that. And plus, your non-alcoholic beverage is a blueberry and basil iced tea for $8. So there's not a lot of drinks on this menu. I heard some complaints earlier that they don't serve tequila at that bar.
They do not technically.
They don't. They don't serve any tequila at all at this bar. That is so messed up, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm a little mad. But we are going to carry on. Like I said, guys, the perch is now open at the Floridian Resort. So if you guys are over there, go take a look at it. I will put pictures up on our social media so you guys can be able to check it out, and you guys will like it. We are now heading over to Universal. A massive development is stirring over at Universal Orlando Resort. Recent filings indicate that Universal has submitted a permit for early site work on a new 150,000 square foot project connected to Epic Universe. This could mark the first official expansion of the park, even before it. Well, the park is already open. So what Universal just did, they just bought 150,000 square foot land for a brand new project that's going to be opening at Epic Universe. And this project is going to be right next door to the brand new Harry Potter attraction, the battle at the Ministry. So that's where the extra land is. It's right there. So they're going to be adding more things to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter over at Epic Universe.
but that's good. But to be fair, I could see why. Listening word of Harry Potter is probably one of the biggest things at the park.
Right. It is. It is. You're absolutely right, Mike. Let's see here. Meanwhile, a touch of Broadway magic has returned to Universal Studios as the Wicked Meet and Greet makes its comeback. In other Universal news, the theme park community is mourning the loss of a true Universal legend, Mr. Jay Stein, one of the original creators of Universal Studios Florida. He passed away at the age of 88. Stein worked closely with Steven Spielberg during the park's early development and was instrumental in bringing iconic attractions like Jaws, E.T., and Back to the Future. His creativity, his leadership helped shape Universal into the storytelling powerhouse it is today. Over at SeaWorld, there's a mix of good and challenging news for United Parks and Resorts this season. The company reported a 3.5 drop in attendance. I'm sorry, that's the company reported a 3.5% drop in attendance across its parks during the late summer months, totaling 7 million guests for the quarter ending of September. Revenue also declined by 6%, coming in at $512 million compared to the same period last year. For the year to date, attendance is down 2% overall to 16 million guests. Mike,
Oh,
that's bad for SeaWorld.
yeah.
That is bad. Only so you're telling me 16 million guests are only visiting SeaWorld?
A
That's,
year?
that's from last year.
That's not good. I'm hoping that this new ride that's coming out next year, which they still haven't given us an official release date yet, right?
Not yet, but we will. I mean, we'll probably get that eventually. And
I really hope it comes out when I'm down there, because if it opens up during when I'm down there,
but
I
Mike,
w-
Mike, that is bad for SeaWorld though. Only only 16 million guests visited SeaWorld. Well, SeaWorld and Busch Gardens combined.
you talk about it in Florida alone, right?
Only
Not
in only in Florida alone. Only 16 million guests visited SeaWorld and Busch Gardens.
That is actually really bad.
That is horrible. Now I do feel sad for the other, you know, theme parks out there that are losing, money and closing down their theme parks. Uh, which of course you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Six Flags. Uh,
Yeah,
th-
they rip America Six Flags America.
yeah. So who knows what's going to happen next to SeaWorld? I mean, is SeaWorld next on a chopping block? We don't know. I do have hope with SeaWorld with their upcoming new attraction.
Yeah, that new attraction should definitely give some hope to there. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure most of the people who went to most of the visits of that 16 million that went to both is probably to the Busch Gardens in Tampa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Hmm.
Mike, we are now going to move forward to some Florida news and also some entertainment news because I do have some news about a certain video game.
What video game?
Well, in Florida news, Florida is moving toward the future. I mean, literally, the Florida Department of Transportation has announced that flying cars could become a reality by the end of 2026. FDOT Secretary Jared Perdue stated that advanced air mobility is now officially a mode of transportation in the state of Florida, marking a new chapter in travel innovation. This initiative envisions aircraft traveling along the I-4 corridor connecting Orlando and Tampa by 20 connecting Orlando and Tampa. By 2026, we might see the skies over I-4 filled with futuristic vehicles, making Florida feel like a real-life version of the Jetsons and Back to the Future.
Hmm.
All right, Mike. So I told you that I do have some video games announcement.
Is it about Kingdom Hearts?
It is not about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
So what do you think I'm talking about?
It's a Disney related one, right?
No, it's not.
It's not Disney. What company is it?
Rockstar.
Oh, GTA.
GTA, baby. Mike, we've been waiting. We have been
It
very
got delayed.
patient.
It got delayed.
No, we have been very patient about this announcement. GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be available on all gaming consoles, including PC, November 19th, 2026.
Yeah, about a year from now.
A year from now. That is great news. They
Yep.
I swear to God, they better not delay it again. I will be I'll be furious if they delayed it one more time.
Yep.
Meanwhile, over in New Zealand, cameras have started rolling on the live action Legends of Zelda. We are getting a live action Legend of Zelda movie.
Yep, I heard about that.
Great. Great news.
But it's going to be interesting because I'm guessing that means Link is going to have voice acting,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is different because yes, I know that Mario doesn't really have much voice acting, but he actually does because he does say some stuff in actual games beforehand. In the case of Link, he really is a silent protagonist. He doesn't really speak, and the times besides making like grunts and stuff, and the only time where we assume that he's talking is through text chats in Skyward Sword. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting.
And let's not forget that Link is a very good musician on that ocarina.
Yep.
Collectors and Star Wars fans are also buzzing with excitement as Bubba Fett's original EE3 carbine blaster from The Empire Strikes Back heads to auction. The prop, verified through screen and serial number matching, is estimated to sell for between $463,000 and $925,000, with experts predicting it could exceed the $1 million mark. The
Yeah.
the auction is being handheld by Prop Store, known for selling some of the most iconic film memorabilia in history. And lastly, Taco Bell has launched the Baja Blast Pie, a dessert inspired by its cult favorite soda flavor. Sold in store only and priced at $20 for an entire pie for $20. Would you get that, Mike?
Hmm.
Would you get it? Would you eat it? Would you get the Baja Blast pie?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, guys, that will do it for the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over at the Magic Candle Company. So, guys, do me a favor, head on over to the website and pick yourself up a candle for your home or for your office. And you guys can use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. All right, Mike. Well, I made a mistake. I went back and I talked about, some of the rides that we've done this year for Ride of the Week. And we haven't really talked about this attraction because I talk about some of their updates, their newer updates, but we
Hmm.
really haven't talked about the full of this attraction. Guys, it is now time for Ride of the Week.
So, all right. So, Remy,
Yeah, yes.
what ride are you talking about that had updates?
I'm glad you asked, Mike. Well,
Yeah.
guys, on Ride of the Week, I am going to be talking about the full attraction on Test Track. That's right, Test Track. All right, so when construction began in the mid 1990s, Disney and General Motors were aiming to build something truly cutting edge, a realistic automotive proving ground that would merge the excitement of speed with Epcot's mission of education and innovation. That ambition came with a steep price tag. Mike, how much did it cost to build Test Track?
How much did it cost to build Test Track? The you're talking about the first time, right?
No, I'm just talking about the entire attraction itself.
Yeah, when it first opened.
When it first
Well,
opened, how much did it
Uh,
how much did it cost to build Test Track?
Well, I actually have it. So when it first opened back in 1999, it cost 300. The original cost, construction cost for test track, was an estimated 300 million.
Yep, $300 million, making it the most expensive single attraction Disney had ever developed at that time.
Yep,
300 million dollars, dude. That's
yep,
what is that? Just let me just put it in my own words, okay?
yep.
That is an entire themed land at a theme park.
Well, mind you, yes, that's like how much it costs, like the whole thing, and I'm pretty sure that's the estimated cost after all the updates it's been through. But yeah, it is one of the most expensive in terms of like cost over all this time, because like I said, it's been updated 3 times now. It's
Three
updated.
times.
No, it's updated twice. My bad. Two times it's been updated. And it's now at 3.0. It up the first time it got updated was about almost 14 years after the ride first opened. Almost 14 because it got refurbished and reopened as 2.0 back in December 3rd, 2012, while it opened back in December 19th, 1998. And then the newest one, 3.0, just opened up back in July. So about, yeah, almost 13 years there too. That was 12 years. So 13 to 12.
So,
That
Mike, that $300 million, the price was justified, though Disney Imagineers needed to build a ride system that could safely propel vehicles through tight curves and steep bank turns at speeds up to 65 miles per hour while
yeah.
maintaining show level precision and control. The computer systems, the track mechanics, and the vehicle sensors were unlike anything used before in a theme park.
Yep, and it really has
No.
been. Now, mind you, how many sponsors did this ride have? Because it didn't just have one.
Well, I mean, they had a couple. However, we're actually gonna talk about the history of this ride.
All right.
Before Test Track took the wheel, the pavilion was home to none other than World of Motion, which opened with Epcot Center back in 1982. World of Motion was a slow-moving omni-mover attraction that humorously chronicled the history of transportation from the invention of the wheel to the age of the automobile, narrated by the great Gary Owens. It was whimsical, educational, and classic Epcot at its best. However, as the 90s approached, Epcot's focus began shifting from slow educational journeys to more interactive, thrilling experiences. General Motors, the pavilion's sponsor, wanted something that would showcase real automotive innovation and excitement. So after World of Motion took its final lap in January 1996, Disney began transforming the space into the high-speed thrill ride we know today as Test Track. But the road to completion was bumpy, literally and figuratively. Originally set to open back in 1997, Test Track experienced multiple delays due to the complexity of its ride systems. Yeah, dude, it had a lot of, like, I'm just gonna break it down. It just had a shitload of problems.
Yeah, yeah, I heard about those. I mean, like it took them until, like I said, December 19th, 1998 was the soft opening. Even after the soft opening, I actually saw it. The real opening date when it got revealed to the public wasn't until March of the following year. So it went 3 months, almost 3 months until it actually opened
So
to
the
everyone.
engineers had to ensure that the vehicles could safely reach highway level speeds indoors while providing a smooth, repeatable ride experience. You were right, Mike. After nearly 2 years, 2 years,
Mhm.
test track open to the public on March 17th, 1999.
Yeah, before, like I said, it was only allowed for people who worked. I think it was only for people who worked at the park, as well as mem people who owned memberships could go on it. Because
And also the people who actually worked at GM too, at General Motors.
yes, which actually, yeah, could you talk about that about the sponsors?
Let's see here. The original storyline put guests in the role of crash test dummies,
Yeah,
entering entering General Motors testing facility to see how prototype cars perform under extreme conditions. Everything from brake tests, rough terrains, environmental chambers, simulating heat, cold, and corrosion. It was part thrill ride, part science lab, and it instantly became one of Epcot's most popular attractions. That is some of the history right there, from 1982 to 1999.
yep,
Now we are moving forward to Test Track 2 2.0. Well, by by 2012, General Motors renewed their sponsorship under the Chevrolet brand, leading to a complete redesign of the attraction. The updated version Test Track 2.0 replaced the industrial testing lab theme with a futuristic digital experience, something that feels like stepping into a high-tech design facility. Now guests can design their own concept vehicle before boarding using touchscreens in the queue. You customize everything: the shape, color, engine type, aerodynamics, and efficiency. Your design then travels with you on the ride via RFID, and your car's performance is rated in four categories: capability, efficiency, responsiveness, and power. Who doesn't
yeah.
love power?
Yeah. Now, mind you, I actually was on both Test Track 1.0 and even 2.0. Yeah, I forgot. Did you say who the sponsor was for 2.0?
Chevrolet.
Yeah, they switched it for General Motors to Chevrolet for the 2.0, which was definitely a different thing.
Uh, excuse me. Where did I leave off? Oh, there I go. The ride itself retained the same physical track layout, but gained all new lighting effects, sleek visuals, and a synth-heavy soundtrack that feels straight out of Tron Legacy. At the end, you can even see how your custom car performed, or just take a digital photo of it, in the Chevrolet showroom. Uh,
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get into the. We are gonna go. We are now gonna go into the technical details. Each test track vehicle, called a sim car, is a marvel of theme park engineering. There are 65 vehicles that operate on a 5,245-foot track, the longest continuous ride track at any Disney park. Each sim car weighs about 4,000 pounds and uses an advanced computer control system to precisely regulate speed, braking, and acceleration. The outdoor high speed loop allows the car to hit 65 miles per hour, making it the fastest ride in Walt Disney World history, which it still is. This is the fastest ride on Disney property. The control system behind the ride is so advanced that it monitors each car's position down to the millisecond. Even Even one sensor goes offline, the entire system automatically stops for safety. One reason the attraction occasionally goes down during the day. And here's a fun fact for our car enthusiasts out there. Many of these sound effects, the tire screeches, the acceleration, even the hum of the engine were recorded directly from real test cars at GM's Milford Proving Ground in Michigan. Walt Disney Imagineering worked closely with GM and engineers to replicate authentic driving tests, including the Belgian blocks, the barrier test, and the weather chamber, where digital screens now simulate lightning and rain. Every moment of the ride feels like you're part of an automotive prototype test that blurs the line between fantasy and engineering reality.
Hmm.
All right, so I added something new on Ride of the Week, and Mike, I hope you really think about this. All right, now this is one of Epcot's coolest ride to go on, right?
Hmm.
You've been on test track way too many times. I've been on
I've
test.
been on it. I've been on it. I've actually only been on it like a few times. I've only been on it a few times. I've been on one. Actually, no. I've been on two a lot. I've been on two a couple of times. I only went on a test track 1.0 once because I went on it once with my family, and then we never went. And then the next time I went on it, it got switched over to 2.0. But I went on 2.0 like almost every time I went on to Disney.
All right, Mike. So let's break down the wait time. Okay. Now I just want you to guess. Just take a guess. Typically, all right, this is your typical wait time.
All right.
Can range from what time? Like from when to when? Like, if you
Typical wait time.
Yep,
We're
just
talking
range.
about in any version of it, right?
Yep, just like your like what's a good typical wait time for test track?
If we're talking about a day where it's we're talking about middle of the day where there's still people where there's people there.
Yeah, because this attraction constantly draws, big
Okay,
crowds.
if I had to say, depending on the ride, but as of right now, if I'm talking about to it today, the minimum would probably be 30 minutes to an hour and a half, I would say would be the range.
You were so off. So,
How much?
okay, so the typical daily wait times can range from 60 to 90 minutes at test track.
Okay, so I was off on the low end by
With with the peak times. Now I'm talking about the peak seasons. So I'm talking about the weekends, the holidays, and the festival.
okay, so for I'm gonna guess during regular time.
No, no, no. Guess the holiday now. Now guess the peak season. You already guessed the daily times, which is like a normal day. Now, Mike, I want you to take a guess during the weekends, holidays, and festivals. What do
Oh,
you think?
how long of a
What do you
wait
think?
time?
What do you think the peak time is at test track?
How long of a wait time it would be?
Yep.
I'm gonna say it's about 2 hours.
Yeah, 120 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Still not the most. Like I said, the reason why I'm saying it's a little bit on the lower end is because of Cosmic Rewind.
So it says here mornings, especially right after rope drop, and late evenings during Epcot's extended hours are the best times to ride with minimal wait times.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
It depends. Like I said, it could be depending on. I've been there. Test track can generally can take up to an hour depending on the thing. But this was back then when you could do the retrofit when they had the fast track thing where it's just like the regular tickets.
the fast
We
pass. Yep,
Yeah, the free one said you could reserve your thing.
absolutely. Yeah, back then it was that simple, but now if you're using, your Genie Plus, this should be absolutely be one of the first attractions you put on your Lightning Lane. if you're
Yeah.
if you're at Epcot, because after that, if you're using your Genie Plus, you can use that for Test Track, Soarin', and Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would. Quick question. Even if
Yes.
you say the park, oh, even if you get that the park opens, would you still have to wait online if you didn't reserve ahead of time?
Oh God, if it's during the morning, like if you went to test track first thing in the morning, right at rope drop, it will be a minimum of a 30-minute wait.
If even if you got there first, because the because
Yep.
people who reserve,
Even
because you have to reserve your time ahead. There are people who reserve their time good in first, right?
yes. So you have to, like I said, man, you have to plan it wisely. If you want to do test track first in the morning, go do it right away because that line will be busy because it's a new update. So go do that first in the morning. And then if you want to write it again, book it for your lightning lane. And then you can book, Guardians of the Galaxy and then Soarin'.
All right. So,
I mean, those are pretty much like the basic rides to use your lightning lane while you are at, Epcot.
oh yeah. So, can we get on to a rating?
Well, Mike, I'm actually not done with this part yet
Oh,
because
you're not done.
hold on. We're still on the wait time. So across the year, the average wait time hovers around 75 minutes, making it one of the most in-demand rides in the park. So yeah, like the entire year overall, 75 minutes for test track. Would you wait that long for test track?
I don't know.
So you're telling me you would not wait 75 minutes for test track?
Maybe. No, I could wait a 75 minutes.
Hold on, let me see if I did my math right.
I've waited longer for King Dakar and even Jersey Devil. I could wait that long for Test Track.
So you can wait that long for test track?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I did my math wrong. Oh no, I did it right. So Mike, 75 minutes will be an hour and a half. So would you wait that long for test track? Would you wait an hour and a half for test track?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so you would wait
Wait,
75.
no. 75 minutes is an hour and a half. That's an hour 15.
No, it's 1.25.
That would be 1.25 at 25. A quarter of an hour is 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, what? Okay, I will take that back then. I will not wait 75 minutes for a test track. No, thank you. All right,
Yeah,
so
that's an hour and 15 minutes.
yeah,
You're thinking of 90
no.
minutes would be an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, thank you. No. All right, the outdoor speed loop reaches an incline of 30 degrees, giving that sense of banked highway speed. Each SIM card can carry up to 6 passengers, and the vehicles are powered by a series of onboard computers and linear induction motors. During the early years, Test Track had multiple breakdown issues. Imagineers even called it the most complicated attraction we've ever built. When it
Yep.
when it rains, the outdoor section slows down slightly for safety, but you'll still reach the thrilling speeds close to 60 miles per hour. Even though Test Track is 65 miles per hour, if it's raining, you are hitting 60 miles per hour. The The 2012 version soundtrack was composed by Daft Punk. The post show, the pre show, the post show, whatever you guys want to call it, area features real Chevrolet concept cars, and many of them are exclusive sneak peeks of vehicles before they're revealed to the public. All right, Mike. Now we are getting to the rating. What do you
Uh,
give it?
I gotta give it a five, or 4.5. I'll give it a four. Yeah, five. It's one of the best. It's one of, if not the,
Which one is it? A 5 or a 4.5?
I give it a five.
You're giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4.5.
Okay, so 4.75.
4.7. Yeah. So we are giving test track
Test track
for 4.7. Yeah.
4.75.
So, I mean, they could have added more stuff to this ride to make it a five, but I don't really want to get into it. But here's a break. Here's my final thoughts about this attraction, and that is Test Track is more than just a thrill ride. It's a statement about what Epcot stands for, the marriage of technology and imagination. It celebrates innovation, creativity, and the forward-thinking spirit that always been at the heart of Walt Disney's vision. From its beginnings as World of Motion to its current sleek Chevrolet partnership, Test Track continues to evolve with the times, proving that Epcot can blend education, excitement, and innovation all in one experience. It's a ride that symbolizes Epcot's mission, testing the limits of what's possible, while letting guests experience the thrill of progress firsthand. So whether you're a gearhead, a thrill seeker, or just someone who loves the art of Disney design, Test Track is a can't miss classic that will continue to define Epcot's spirit for generations to come. So next time you're at Epcot, rev those engines and hit the open track because nothing says I'm at Disney quite like the roar of a sim car going through that glowing neon tunnel. Guys, that will do it for Ride of the Week. Next week for Ride of the Week, we are staying at Epcot. We are going over to the Seas, the Living Seas Pavilion, and we are going to talk to one of my favorite buddies over there. We are going to do Turtle Talk with Crush. So,
Oh,
so we are going to do Turtle Talk with Crush on next week for Ride of the Week. All right, guys. Well, guys, it is time for us to wrap up the program with Mike's Munchies. All right, Mike, where are we going?
well, we are going to well, guys, we are actually going to Disney's Boardwalk. We are going to the Flying Fish restaurant. Uh, down on the Disney Boardwalk. So, let's talk about so the Flying Fish restaurant actually is uh yeah, so hang on a second. Uh can you enable is my thing is sharing? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you're good, dude. You can share stuff. You're
How
good.
much?
Mike, the screen's all yours, buddy. You can share whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Because
like,
I've never been to the Flying Fish.
Flying Fish restaurant. The Flying Fish is definitely a very different thing. This is actually a very old restaurant in the boardwalk. As in then, back then, Flying Fish actually first opened all the way back in 1995, but it wasn't called the Flying Fish. It was called the Flying Fish. It used to be called the Flying Fish Cafe. And it kind of was supposed to be based off of the how halcyon days of Coney Island, including images of fish flying on Ferris wheels and other carnival rides. So yeah, it was really taking in the Coney Island theme. But back in 2000, but in 2016, they redid the restaurant, completely changing it and dropping the cafe part. And well, it lot people complained that it lost all of its whimsy, its charm, as it changed everything. All the rooms changed. It became more of a fancier restaurant, to say the least. Um, Now, mind you, what did happen though was an upscale in the dining. And once again, it did get another refurbishment in more recent times. Um, That's it. And well, the flying fish is definitely one thing. I will share my screen to show you some of the stuff.
I mean, I do.
So,
I do like seafood. I mean, I've walked by this. I've walked by this restaurant way too many times at the boardwalk. I've never been inside of it because of how much it costs for a freaking dish, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, it's
yeah, it is definitely very pricey, but just to show a look at some of the stuff here. So this is what it looks like inside now. It's completely different from how it used to be.
it's very elegant.
Yep, there's still some stuff from the original thing. It does look a lot different than back in its heyday. Like I said, there's still the flying. I love this part. There's actually the flying fish little glassware, and they even still have like themed silverware and stuff with like flying fishes. But well, let's get into the menu here. So,
We're
as
getting
an so
we're getting your drink first.
so first up, yes, we will get my drink, which if I remember correct, yeah. Yeah, which definitely has a lot of options here. So,
You got a lot, buddy. So choose like all right. Here's what I want you to do. If you want to choose two drinks, choose two drinks, and then
hey
you
Remy, they
give me
have
the
your
price.
drink here.
What's it called? What?
Remy Martin Louis the 13th.
Yeah, no, pass. I'm not spending that much for a freaking drink. No, thank
Yeah, so
you.
this is Louis the 13th. This is one of the most expensive liqueurs in the world.
Like I said, no, thank you, Mike. Please do not don't you dare show me that freaking menu ever again. I don't want to see it. Take it off. I'm done, dude. Just get away from me, man.
Okay, all right. But yeah, no, it is a very expensive stuff. But I'm actually gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Boardwalk Cafe. It's Maker's Mark Kentucky Strip Bourbon, salted caramel,
Ooh,
flying fish, Fantasy style coffee blend, and freshly made cream.
how much is that?
That is 15.50.
15.50 for a coffee drink? Okay.
Well, it's an alcoholic coffee drink. Mind you, I should tell you that coffee the Flying Fish Fantasy style coffee blend, they just sell it as a drink that you can get there. It's locally roasted 100% specialty grade Arabisa beans served French press style, which serves two, and that's 10.25. So for one glass, that's about $5 and like 12 or 13 cents added to that Boardwalk Cafe, so it's like about a third of the price. But yeah. Anyway, moving on, let's go into our appetizers, which I'm gonna go here. I am gonna go with the lobster bisque. And yes, I'm going with full on fish this time. The lobster bisque soup is aged brandy and it's got a chive oil and it looks really freaking good. It is um
That is like one of my favorite things to get at any seafood restaurant. I always get, either their risotto or or the lobster bisque. Like I'm not Mike.
mind you, guess how much this will cost? Guess how
Well,
much
my
this cost?
well, Mike, I'm just talking about like if I go to like any seafood restaurant, like
Oh yeah.
I either get the risotto or the lobster bisque. Which,
Oh yeah.
since you said lobster bisque, I may have to go to the Flying Fish at Boardwalk now because that sounds delicious. I'm gonna take a guess of see how much this costs. The lobster bisque. Now, is it a half bowl or a full bowl?
If I remember correctly, it's a full bowl.
$20.
Close. 19.
Damn. Okay, are you getting
Yeah,
that?
there's no cup size. It just says at lobster pitch, so I think it's just one big size.
So, are you getting that as your appetizer?
Yeah, I'm getting that as my appetizer.
Yeah, let's go. $19 for lobster bisque. Let's
Now,
go.
here comes the really expensive stuff.
Oh God, do I even want to know, Mike? I mean, this is the entree now.
Yes.
Oh geez, please, do me a favor. Please do not hurt my wallet.
You're not the one who's paying,
I
who's buying it.
I get that, but Mike,
Do you want to know how much the one of the cheapest thing there is $41.
it's $41. Okay, so
And guess what? That's the vegetarian dish.
so something for Nicole if she
Yep, it's
wants
got
some. So there we go.
miso glazed shiitake and Carolina Gold rice galette with asparagus, toasted sesame, and ponzu. That is $41. The next most expensive thing is the pan-seared organic chicken, which is $42. But the cheapest seafood dish is the ash-crusted salmon. Get
Salmon. I'm gonna take a guess. So you said that if something that cheap for the vegetarian
It was $41.
salmon, how much?
$41 for the miso glazed shiitake Carolina Gold rice gelette, which comes with
Which is
asparagus, toasted.
$41. Okay, so you're asking me how much is this salmon dish? Which, oh my gosh, it's a fish restaurant. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me so much. Just don't hurt me.
How much?
$35?
I said the cheapest one was 41. Why would you go down?
Well, you said the cheapest fish now. We're talking about salmon.
No,
So,
I said the cheapest dish. I said the cheapest
oh,
dish is
okay.
41.
Okay, so for salmon, 45.
49.
Oh. Oh,
For that
okay.
ash custard salmon, which is herb risotto, baby turnips, maitake mushrooms, spring onions, and shellfish nays. I'm not going for that though. I'm going for
Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Are you getting steak?
no. I'm not going. I told you I'm doing seafood.
Surf and turf?
I'm going for the plancha seared scallops
The scallops.
with savory grits, sweet corn, and vermouth pepperdew emulsion.
How
Guess
much
how
is
much?
that? How much is that? Like 60 bucks?
No, that's 54. And
$54. Okay. All
you
right.
want to know what's even funnier? The
What?
seafood fruit de mer is not the most expensive seafood thing on there. The fruit de mer, and that comes with shrimp, lobster, clams, mussels, fragola, tomato broth, and Parmesan chiffon. The most expensive seafood dish there is the potato wrapped red snapper.
The
Red snapper
snapper.
is the red snapper is more expensive than the thing that has shrimp, lobster, clams, and mussels.
So the snapper.
Is 60
Okay.
bucks.
$60 for the snapper?
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you could get enhancements, as in you could get stuff added on. So you
No.
can do a surf and turf.
No.
I'm not doing that, but I'm going to talk about those. So you can do a surf and turf because you don't actually have a surf and turf listed on there. But guess what the ones are there?
So you're wait. You're telling me that they don't have a surf and turf dish at the
They don't
restaurant?
have. They have a surf. They technically you could make one, but they don't have one listed on there. They only have two meat dishes, which both are the same price, by the way. They're both $62 and the most expensive thing on the menu. And it's filet mignon and char crusted New York strip.
I will actually spend that much for steak.
Yeah, and they come with some pretty good stuff. But if you want to know the enhancements, and if you wanted to make it surf and turf, the cheapest one would bump that up to 80 bucks because the cheapest one is sauteed shrimp, which is 18. The next cheapest one is seared scallops, which is 21. And the most expensive enhancement is a butter poached lobster tail, which is $27 added extra. So yeah, you're either going up to, so it's if you want to make a surf and turf, you're either paying $80, um, $83, or $89. Now, as for dessert, I'm going with the chocolate hazelnut bar.
That sounds good. That sounds actually
Now, mind you,
good.
all the desserts are the same price outside of which for some reason they have a tasting of artisan cheeses, which is both in the appetizers and the desserts. So you can get it as either or, which is weird. But it's all of them are 14, but I choose the chocolate hazelnut bar, which is comes with the Giandu mousse, chocolate sponge, and milk chocolate truffle. The other ones, if you wanted to know, are one is caramelized cheesecake with salted caramel, chantilly cream, and elements of blueberry. Lemonade mousse, which elements of raspberry, lemon pound cake, and white chocolate cell, and strawberry and cream, which actually is probably the one dessert that if Nicole was here, Nicole could eat because it's vanilla bean sponge, strawberry compote, and vanilla gelato, and it's all plant-based. So yeah, it's a plant-based one. That's a vegan dessert.
How much was your dessert again, Mike?
They're all 14. Every single one is 14.
Okay, $14. All right.
Yeah. So how much is that?
I'm actually doing it right now, sirs. Give me 1 second. Whoops. I made a boo-boo on that one. My bad. That plus that. Okay, that's not bad. All right, Mike, are you ready for your total?
Yes.
$110.
Oh, wow. Is
But
that with tax?
that is with well, that's hold on. I'm actually not I'm so sorry. That is not your total. That is not your full total total. I am so sorry.
Mm.
I made a mistake. I do apologize. Let me just no, why am I need to do this. There we go. Okay, so that plus that times this. Mike, your grand total for the flying fish came out to be $138.
Oh, wow. Is that with the dining pass?
That is with everything, man. Your tax, your tip, everything. It's $138.
All
But
right.
if you are with me and you are using my holiday discount, which is right now at 30%. So minus this much, if you were with me at that restaurant, your grand total will be $96.
Okay, not too bad.
That is with the discount.
Damn, yeah, that's not too bad actually. Still a lot for one person, but mind you, I'm not gonna be like I said, I would probably only do if I cut out the appetizer, I would probably be fine. Or cut out dessert, which either one. But as for my rating, I'm giving this a 4.75.
So you're giving a 4.75, really?
Yes.
Okay, well, since I cannot vote, but if I want to go to this restaurant, Mike, I'm giving it a 4.5. Just a 4.5.
Okay, so I would say
So
4.
9.3. Whoops. Yeah, 9.3 divide that by the two of us. Mike, you're gonna go ahead and write this down. Our average rating for the flying fish came out to be a 4.6.
Okay. Now,
That's decent. That is decent. Now, Mike, remember, we have a minimum of weeks left for the roundtable. We are almost done.
for
We
the
are
year.
almost done for the whole year, man. And that means you've been keeping track on our ratings for Mike's Munchies. So I cannot wait and hear what our total rating is for the entire year.
All right. So, yeah, I can't wait either. I'm gonna add it up as well for each one.
But Mike, I know it's time for us to go.
But
It
what's the
it is sad, but where are we going next week?
So actually, we're going back to one I kind of did, if I remember correctly, but I'm actually going to talk about it a little bit in a better light because recent, based on recent events, especially from my brother, this restaurant actually, which I used to go to, where I said I didn't like the entrees there, is actually now good apparently, and is much better now with a lot of people. A lot of people have been saying it's gotten a major step upgrade, which is we're going back to Chef de France, and I'm going to talk about it in a much better light and actually talk about some of the new stuff because apparently, let me just say this: when we first went to this restaurant back in 20, when back in like 2008, it was not good But this time, apparently, my brother who went there and he didn't like it. He told me that this place is amazing now.
So we're going to Chef de France in Epcot. All
Yeah, and,
right, sounds
and we're
good.
good. Let me just tell you this: a guy who's eaten at almost every, basically at every single table service restaurant at Walt Disney, which there's like about 50. There's a lot of them. There's about 50 of them, over 50 of them. He put this one in the top 10. Certainly, France was made it into the top 10.
Really? They put Chef de
Yeah.
France at what number was it they put it at?
He put it on number 9. This guy on that I've been looking at for ideas for restaurants,
So
and he
what was number 10 then?
number 10 was Boma. He put it above Boma, and here's the thing. He even said it. My first time, this guy said his first meal he ever had at Something Fun, which was many years ago. He wasn't impressed. He didn't like it at all. And then when he went again this time, which was actually this year, he said he was impressed. This was much better than he ever thought.
Wow. All right, Mike, let our audience know what is your YouTube handle?
My YouTube handle is King underscore Mike underscore X.
And guys, it's time for us to get up on out of here. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did. You guys can follow us on all social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube, which we do go live every Wednesday evening around 9 p.m. So do us a favor. If you guys need a candle for your home or for your office, head on over to that website at themagiccandlecompany.com and use our code roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. And if you guys need a t-shirt, I do have a sale going on. Head on over to teepublic.com. That's teepublic.com. Go pick yourself up a Remy's Roundtable t-shirt or any theme park t-shirt that I have up there. On the behalf of Mike, guys, my name is Remy. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see everybody next time right here on Remy's Roundtable.